I have analysis paralysis. What I'm doing today is I'm getting my bins and my green stalks ready for all my seedlings. I'm going to let them get a little bigger. I need to thin them a little, but I'm having a hard time since we're redesigning the whole garden and stuff on where I'm going to put my green stalks and my bins. So until my husband comes out to help me, because he makes everything simple, I am ripping some stuff out of the garden. I'm starting with the trellises. It doesn't look like there's much on here because there isn't, but I'm ripping up the trellises, taking the beans out. But what I'm doing is I'm cutting the bean plants so the roots are still in the soil, because beans are nitrogen fixers. I think most of us have heard that, but what a lot of people do is they plant their beans thinking it's going to put more nitrogen in their soil, and then what happens is the plants die and then they rip up their beans, and their soil didn't get any nitrogen because bean plants don't start releasing nitrogen until the plant dies. That's when it starts releasing nitrogen. So whenever I plant beans, I leave the roots in. I'll cut them off at the top, and then they'll get all the nitrogen in the soil. Because you know I'm on a mission to fix my soil. Penny's having a great day. I'll tell you what that is in a minute. I'm using my phone today. Sorry. The green ones are a little annoying to get off because you have to twist them all off, but the reason I'm taking all these beans out is because they're done. They are not producing anymore. This is always the fun part of the season, getting all your green beans off your trellis, or whatever you end up planting. Next year, because I have quite a few trellises that I can use, I just need to decide where I'm going to put them. But I want to try loofah. I've never done it. I know a lot of people either love it or they hate it because it gets crazy. But in a seed swap, I got some loofah seeds. I'm really excited for that. I wanted to do it this year, and I just didn't end up doing enough trellises because I really wanted to do a lot of green beans. And also, it was an experiment, kind of, especially with this trellis, because this trellis is just in the ground, and typically in-ground planting doesn't go well for me. And I did not add any soil. This other trellis did really good, but I added some good soil to it. So, is this one done? I think so. Yeah, like I said, that one didn't take long because there wasn't much on it. But these two bins are ready to have something else put in them. Get my pocket knife. Right now, oh, I'm sorry. Look, I got my phone right now. I didn't think I was going to make a video. And I decided to, and I was too lazy to go inside. I'm like the laziest hard worker you'll ever meet. I'm deciding if I'm going to pull these because they still have flowers on them. They're two wee little dragon tongue bush bean plants, but we got ourselves a garden snack. This is my favorite bean of all time. It's so delicious. Get my garden snack. Let me show you. This needs to move. It's become a trash can. This is my greenhouse. I'm getting a greenhouse. I'm so excited. I have bean sticks in my hair. So that is a 8x16 greenhouse. It's going to be a multi-purpose-ish. It's where I'm going to keep my garden tools and everything so it's not out in the sun because that's bad for it. And they've been in the sun for 2 years. I need to sand them down and oil them. But it's going to hold all my tools, and it's going to have shelves for me to seed start in there. So I'm not seed starting. Right now I can do it outside, but that's because it's nice out. In January, I can't do that. and it's been going fine in the camper, but I would like to start even more seeds this year. So it's going to be seed starting, and not to brag or anything, but I'm going to get a stackable washer and dryer. I know. Just pray that I stay humble is all I can say, because I'm really feeling myself lately here, knowing I'm going to have a washer and dryer. We're not going to do the corrugated plastic stuff because I just don't want to. Plus, in this spot right here, this is the best spot for it. And is your ball stuck? And it doesn't get a ton of sun. So I'm just going to get grow lights and do it that way. And it'll be just fine. Are you ready? I can't throw very good. I also don't like throwing in the garden space. But I've trained her well not to jump in my beds anymore, because when we first built the beds, she had a habit of running in them. Which, that was her first garden, so she didn't know. But yeah, we're in the middle of cleaning up. I'm going to come through. Are you kidding? One is still flowering? How? Look at you. You are sad. Anyways, at some point, I'm going to cut these at the bottom. I'll leave the roots. It's good for the soil. Well, this isn't soil. This is straight up clay dirt. No nutrients. Yeah, we need to just like clean up in here. I'm using this to fill my green stock. My turmeric's doing great. I want to do some fire cider. I know it's late. I should have started that a couple months ago, but the turmeric's not ready, and I'd really like to use my turmeric, but it's just now starting to die off. So, I mean, of course I could just like pull some up, but I also need to get some ginger, and I need to get some more apple cider vinegar, and I haven't done that yet. But I have my own garlic and a bunch of other stuff to make some fire cider so that we can be healthy this winter. But it's fine. I have a way to make like fire cider shots also. I do that quite a bit, honestly. But yeah. I still have analysis paralysis. I think I'll pull these beans, honestly. I think I will, because anytime it gets a bean, something's eating it. I'm not quite sure what it is. Could be grasshoppers. Could be squash bugs, because I've caught squash bugs on my bean plants. I don't know about pulling the tomatoes yet. I really don't think they have enough time to put on any more tomatoes and, mature. But the new growth on them looks really stinking good. This is the beginning plant, and this is the new growth coming off the stem there. That's a Floridated tomato. It's indeterminate. They still smell good, though. This marigold is hilarious. It's still the biggest marigold plant I've ever seen, and it's deciding to put on a bunch of flowers. But I don't see these tomatoes putting on any flowers yet. So, I don't know. This Tabasco's looking a lot better. It was looking super sad. But I gave it some blood meal and bone meal, and it is cheering up. So that's really neat. We still got lots of mushrooms growing. Yeah, I don't know. I just have analysis paralysis today, and I don't know why. I don't know. There's so many things that I have to do and I want to do, and it's too many for my brain to handle. Like, I don't know where to start. I don't know how to prioritize this. I need my husband. Hurry up and finish your pizza. Ta-da! Morning. Today, I don't know. I've got a lot of things that I want to do today, this week. So we gotta kind of pick and choose. I came out to water the garden this morning, but we got all of the, what are they called? How do I flip this? Using my phone again today just because I just want to make like a quick video update. We got all these pieces in. Floor joist or something, maybe? But I came out to water. This is on the list for the greenhouse project. Clean all this up. Yeah. We've cleaned it up so many times. But yesterday I also got my green stock filled, but here's the thing. I wasn't sure where to put it, and that was part of my analysis paralysis. The other part of my analysis paralysis was figuring out where I'm going to put my bins that all my seedlings are going to go into. And so Mike came out and helped me figure it out, and we're going to make a spot in the front of the camper so that everything's like right there outside the door. So for lunches or dinners or whatever, I can just go out and harvest from there. And the reason I couldn't figure it out myself is because this whole thing's getting redone, as you know. Man, I feel like I've been hyping that up a lot of redoing the garden space. This morning it's 65 degrees, but the daytime is 90, 93, something like that. Good morning, marigolds. These are the funniest marigolds. I think they're hilarious. Beautiful. See, this is the kind of thing I like about the garden. Light. It's just too pretty. I need to remember, take my compost to the compost bin. Jalapeno powder, I'm going to dehydrate them and then grind them up in my coffee grinder, and then I'm going to do the same thing with the serranos. Yes, I think so. And the cayennes, but I'm waiting for the cayennes to turn red so that it's a red powder. I still have a little jar of cayenne powder from last year. It's stout. My homemade cayenne powder, you don't need very much of it at all. It's spicy, but it's super yummy. But I'm gonna get to watering. The garlic is looking great. Everything's looking really good still. I'm gonna water, and then I'm gonna get about my day. But thanks for hanging out with me on this update the last couple days, and I'm sure you're as excited as I am about the greenhouse. I can't wait. Oh, also, last night, technically all day, I made a crock pot apple butter out of the cores and scraps of the apples I dehydrated, and it is so good. I'm really impressed that it turned out, because I've never made it before. I've made pear butter before, but not apple butter, and this was fantastic. So I got a whole pint jar. Way more than I thought, because, I mean, I didn't have a ton of scraps, but yeah. All right. Well, thank you for hanging out. I love hanging out with my friends and family, and I hope you have a great week. Happy Monday.